Hi there guys, welcome back. So a few things going on in the world of Northern Hemisphere rugby. Obviously very quiet on the international front, but we've got an update from the Saracens Scandal. We've got Shaun Edwards moving to France, and we've got the first round of the European Champions Cup games. But firstly, a bit of housekeeping. The 10% code RugbyAnalyst10 won't work on the Fanatics website at the moment as they've got their sale on. But if you want to get any rugby gear, go to the England Rugby store, which has everything anyway. RugbyAnalyst10 for 10% off. Just to let you know not to use that one on the Fanatics at the moment. Okay, straight into it with the Saracens scandal, if you like. We've had a statement. It looks like Saracens are not going to appeal. And straight off the bat, I think this is the right decision. I really do. The odds of them winning an appeal looked low. They look very set. Premier Rugby looked very set on enforcing this decision, and it would drag out the damage even further. And I think it's the right call. They've said any further review would be costly, time-consuming, and destabilising. And absolutely, completely agree. Now, they go on to say that the arrangements they made with the players, those investment arrangements, which is the centre of this case, were made in good faith, but they should have brought it to the attention of the salary cap manager. Now, this is the whole point. This is the most significant paragraph, and it's what I was saying in the previous video. It admits they should have cleared it with the salary cap manager, which is what I've said, absolutely. Why didn't they? Why they didn't clear it with them is very, unclear. Co-investments were made in good faith. Well, certainly the players entered them in good faith, but if the club hadn't checked them with the salary cap manager, well, that certainly wasn't in good faith. And then they go on to say that their action of not reporting it was reckless. So I'm not sure how much good faith there was between the club and Premier Rugby, but certainly I'm sure the players entered it in good faith anyway. So they admit they were wrong. Don't quite say why they didn't do it. Be interesting to know if they actually come out with that. And they've made some changes. They've gone for more independent oversight, which makes sense, more accountability of decisions so these things don't happen in the future. I think that's a move they clearly had to do, so it's good they have. And then they go on to say that it shouldn't take away from the amazing work they've done with young players, the community, etc., which is true. They've done amazing things which shouldn't be forgotten, but it's for sure their name, their brand will be tainted for a while from this reckless behaviour, for sure. Will that affect sponsors? I saw could be an issue. Let me know if you think it will affect them and for how long. But they want to draw a line under this, and I think it's the right way to go. It's the best they can do. They're now having to catch up like a minus 20 odd point deficit. It's going to be really tough. I saw Eddie Jones even saying there may be pressure, or admitting there will be pressure on Saracens players to concentrate on their club and maybe not concentrate on, say, Europe or even playing for England. Be interesting to know your thoughts on that. So, was this the right thing to do for Saracens? What do you think? Has this drawn a line in the sand? Let me know. The second big point of news I thought was Shaun Edwards going to France to be France's defensive coach. Wow, did not see that coming. Sure, France need shaking up, but I didn't think they'd do it. And to go in with someone like Shaun Edwards, who doesn't take fools lightly, no prisoners, you toe the line, it's tough, massive risk. The potential is clearly huge though. If France can play with the discipline of defence and the regular intensity of defence that Wales play with, it's going to take them to a new level. One of France's main problems has been consistency. They've been up, they've been down. Shaun Edwards will try and drum into them that consistency of effort. It's going to be a culture shock for the players, definitely. For Shaun Edwards, definitely. Will they buy in? Will Shaun Edwards have to change his style? Or will he just go in with, him the way he does it? You buy in. If you don't want to buy in, you're out. Will it result in a new culture for the French team, which is what they need? Or will it end in revolt? Let me know your thoughts. It's definitely high risk, high reward type of play there from France, but it's going to be exciting. You've got Shaun Edwards, who takes no prisoners. You've got Gaultier, who, is a little bit tricky to get on with sometimes. So it's going to be exciting. Then finally, we have the first round of European Champions Cup games. Some interesting results here. Looking through them, we've got Bath Rugby missing out by 1 point to Ulster, which actually secured the clean sweep of wins for Irish teams. So a good weekend for Irish teams, but a very tight game there. Bath will be devastated. Toulouse beating Gloucester at home in Gloucester, so big win for Toulouse. Glasgow Warriors picking up a win at home. Leinster, a comfortable win against Benetton, not at their best, but it's a good start for them. And then you've got La Rochelle going down at home to Exeter Chiefs. That is a huge win for Exeter Chiefs. And as Rob Baxter said, that puts them back on the map for their season, having a steady, slow start really for Exeter. So big win there against powerful Rochelle. Ospreys not looking up to speed at all yet. Losing out to Munster quite heavily. Ospreys at home again, so the Welsh region struggling. Clement Auvergne, very, very powerful, very impressive against Harlequins. A thumping win at home. They're going to be real contenders, you feel. And then on the Sunday, Connacht getting a fantastic win at home, returning to European rugby. First time in a few seasons. Big win against a much fancied Montpellier pack. Ground it out, got it done. Pretty historic, I think, actually, there. And then another fantastic win, Northampton Saints at home against the top team in the top 14, Lyon, 25-14. Brilliant display from Northampton, really one of probably their best performance of the season. Reinach, Bigger, Laws, Ludlam, all back in action, playing fantastically well. So could they be the English team to fly the flag for England? And we finally finish off with Racing 92 thumping Saracens in their lovely stadium. They look powerful. Saracens were under strength for sure, and it's going to be very interesting to see if they put more players into that team. Maybe they just see if they can sneak away with sneaking through the group somehow. But you've got to think their focus is going to be on staying up in the league. We'll see in the next game what sort of team they put out. Anyway, guys, they're my talking points for now. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you in the next video.